Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some fun facts about foxes. Yippee! I hope you like this video, and if you do, please subscribe. So a usual normal question about foxes are foxes more like dogs or cats? Well, in my opinion, they're kind of like both, but they're more like dogs because foxes and dogs are in the Canidae family, which is like a wolf type of family, kind of. And their skull functioning is like so similar, like from skull to bone. And foxes can sort of bark like dogs, but they can also whine and wag their tails like dogs. But for cats, foxes can be sneaky and solitary like cats. They are also amazing climbers and jumpers, so they're kind of also like that. And they also groom themselves like a cat. So, probably, in my opinion, I feel like they would be like more like a dog, because of how like their skull functioning is, kind of, and all that. But it could also be like basically like foxes have a dog's family and a cat's behavior / personality. Also, if we're going to be talking about foxes' sounds, foxes actually make over 40 different sounds, including barks, screams, and chirps. Also, probably a simple fact that probably everyone knows is baby foxes are called kits, pups, and or cubs. Also, probably another simple fact is their fluffy tails is called a brush or sweep, and it helps with balance and warmth, which, for example, they could sleep with it, like, for example, how Tails the Fox and Sonic 2 covered up Sonic. And also, another interesting fact is many foxes have virtual eyes similar to cats where they can see in the dark, which is good for them for wild animals, especially because wild animals need to see out there so they don't get hunted down by any huger animals. Also, a fox's speed can run up to 30 miles per hour, which also it could be 48 kilometers. So it's kind of interesting, like just learning about that type of stuff, because it's all gonna just be different. Their homes are called dens or earths, often dug underground, which when you see a fox like digging underground, that's often like what they do. Like they make the earth, like, dens technically. I don't know anymore, but technically, and foxes' diet is like so similar to ours because they're omnivores. So they eat fruit, insects, and small animals. They don't eat like, whole bunch of animals that are like huge and all of that. Foxes are actually known for being clever and playful problem solvers, which is pretty interesting because, like I said, I never seen a fox before, but I feel like they would be pretty clever for who they are. The last and final fact before we take a mini break is the Arctic fox changes its fur color, white in winter, brown in summer, which probably no one actually knows about this. I'm not saying no one does, but I actually never heard about this in my life. I'm not saying nobody has, but I haven't. Okay, so since this is a mini break, I will show you how to use these type of things. So, if you ever want to make a plushie of yourself and you grab a printer, it's simple. So, or if you want to do something like this, then that's a little bit harder, but I'm not going to show you that. So, first get a plushie craft of whatever you're going to do. Like, if you just want it to be a paper craft, use this. If you're not going to use that, Then you want a full base. There we go. Which I'm going to be making me some stuff out of this one. There's more too, but here. So, a way to use these. This is one base I used. So back to gallery plus. Oh. Okay, so. There we go. There we go. There we go. And boom. Boom. So, when using these, so first, you get whatever color you want for your OC, which I'm going to be making this actually about something that I used to think about all the time when I was younger. So, we need some, like, clouds on the face. Well, no, we need hair first, which this is going to be interesting to talk about. So, when I was younger, I thought of, like, a dove, like, those, or, like, I don't know, those type of things that, like, in movies, like, you know, take kids, like, babies to their parents, which, it was different from my, like, story of, like, when I was younger of seeing that. Like, I was just being carried, nothing else, just being carried. Boom. So, a way to make this look, okay, so, we need to make this look like a nose, so, that's a little bit too much, so, boom. Which the eyes are going to be black, of course. So first, I'm going to draw clouds, because I kind of remember seeing clouds. And, so, boom, 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 boom. And then, let me do the same thing on this. Let me just do something else, though, for the head. Boom. We need longer hair, so I can do this. And so then, you need to cover the back a little to make this. But, so, I always thought about this a lot when I was younger. Like, probably, like, I'm shocked I can still remember it, to be honest. Like, there's only a few dreams I can remember. One, I can't say online because it's more inappropriate. And I'm not meaning, like, 18 plus. I mean violent 18 plus. Okay, anyways, boom, boom, and then I'm actually going to draw something. So, I'm not going to be drawing anything too violent on this, but I'm going to draw, like, a shark tooth. Because I want to show some dignity of careness. And what's a good way to show it with just, like, something awkward? So, and then boom, boom, boom. Now, I'm going to make more clouds on it. Because I don't want it to look just like, you know, plain. So, more clouds on it. So, there we go. And I'm actually going to put some on the ear as well. So, like, boom, 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 and then boom. So, I'm going to put it on the same ear. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, this is the same ear. Like, if you flip it over, it's going to be on the same side. Okay, for the clothes, I'm actually going to go something, like, you know, a little bit different. Like, I'm going to add a scarf to it. I just need to look at a photo real quick. Okay, probably wouldn't help a lot, but anyways, I'm going to draw something like the sun's type of scarf. Because I want something, like, you know, more different, not like, you know, human kind of. So it can be more of like a sun type of style. Of course, I know scarves are normal, but still. It's good to still draw something. So, in the front, it's going to have both of the lines. Because why not? So, and then, boom, boom, and then I'm going to draw something lighter, which is known as well as the sun. So, boom, boom, and then now we're going to start with the autumn colors, kind of. So, and then boom, 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 ta-da, boom, and then boom. And then we're just going to add random stuff to this part. So, I wanted to think of, like, something, you know, like, boom, wait, of, like, something like this. Boom, and then boom for that one. And then boom, 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 boom. Oh. And then for the rest, I'm going to actually do something just, you know, classical pink. Actually, no. Green. Because I don't usually use a lot of green. Like, I have 2 OCs like it, so I'm just doing OCs based on it. But so, that's a way to draw it. Your OC as a plushie. Which, yes, by the way, this is new. I'm just drawing it today. Because it's, like I said, new. I just thought of this in mind, so don't be like, ooh, I love your OC, it looks so old though. Because it's new. It's new. I swear it's new. Okay, there we go, and then boom. And then just have to add that same colors to the same side. Just be like, so then boom.
It's too nice outside.
So then boom. Then boom. And then, yeah. Okay, then boom. And then for the last part, just add the last color. Boom. Oh, did not mean to add it on there. Oh, wait. Okay, so boom.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm just doing a video.
Right,
Okay.
after you get done, you gotta finish up, okay? One of my people will help you a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so then boom. That's my finishing OC. So just save that. And that's okay. So then that's how you do it. Alrighty, and we're back. So now, since you learned about those classic facts, now we're gonna go over the simple ones from a random Pinterest thing. I don't know. Yippee!
Wait a damn second, you're supposed to be cheering. Now when I say yippee, you better cheer.
Okay, so the first thing we're reading is the top, of course. I am an omnivore. Some of the things I eat are mice, birds, voles, berries, acorns, and plants. Okie dokie, time for the next part. I can live in dense underground or in a cozy hollow above ground. Most of these is what we have read, but anyways, I can run up to 30 miles per hour. Okie dokie, time for the next one. I can live in the countryside and in urban areas near houses. We have to skip the middle one because it's too big. But anyways, during the autumn and winter, I grow more fur to keep me warm. Okay, time for the next one, which is far away. A female fox is called a vixen, and a male is called a dog. It's kind of confusing, right? Okay, time for one of the most classic ones. I am a member of the dog family. I think the other one is kind of obvious, which is I am a mammal. Which actually, fun fact, we are all mammals. Well, humans are mammals, technically. But we're not like animals. Okay, we finally got that one out of the way. So then we got I am usually out at night, but I can sometimes be seen during the day. Okay, so now we're at the last and final one, which says a baby fox is called a kit or a cub, and we usually have 4 to 6 cubs at a time, but sometimes more. Our cubs are born between March and May each year. I mean, some of these facts I already went to tell you guys about, but there are still more. So, since we got that one out of the way finally, though, we are now going to be talking about the body of them. Yippee! So, this is from Pinterest. It's called An Earth of Foxes. And we're going to be reading this. Okay, so a red fox's large, pointy ears are capable of hearing a watch ticking from 35 meters away. And then this ability also helps them locate small prey, even if it is hidden deep beneath the snow. Red foxes are one of the most widespread and adaptable mammals on the planet. In the last century, they have become our neighbors too. They've moved into urban areas in Europe, Australia, and North America. Unlike other cannies, they have semi-rectangular claws. Red foxes are the most cat-like of all the cannies. They have long whiskers on their face and short whiskers on their legs that help them sense their environment. Here's the last part, which says, When raising their young, red foxes live in family groups called a skulk, or an earth of foxes. Okay, so technically we just finished that aisle, so now we're on this part, which says red foxes have incredible night vision. They have vertical pupils and a reflective layer at the back of their retina, allowing them to see much better in the dark. Red foxes are most active at night. The cover of night gives them an incredible hunting advantage. A fox's tail makes up a third of the animal's total length. It is thick and strong and aids in balance, much like a cat's. The fox will also use it to cover itself in the cold, or as a method of communication with other foxes. And the tip of the red fox's tail is always white. Okay, we just finished, so now we're on this part which says red foxes aren't always red. Some foxes can have brown, black, and even silver coats. These red foxes are known as a cross foxes or silver foxes. A single litter can have both red and dark pups. Red foxes are excellent planners, even if they are full. They will keep hunting and store the extra prey they catch somewhere safe so they can eat it later when prey may not be so easy to find. Red foxes are very fast. They can actually run to 50 kilometers per hour. Red foxes are also omnivores. They eat mostly meat, but they do also eat berries, worms, and grasshoppers. Also, the last part of this, it says the male is called a dog and the female is called a vixen. That's already what we learned. But anyways, it's your girl, Mabel, and that was the end of the video. I hope you subscribe and like the video. Love you guys and love the stars.